All right. Well, first, congratulations on getting the list building accelerator. And basically, inside this video, I want to share with you, what in the world the resource is, but I also want to share with you the value of this because, the fact of the matter is, right now, you're probably wondering why in the world am I showing you Solo Ads directory? Well, I want to show you Solo Ads directory because I used it as an example in the sales letter because. But not only that, it's because I want you to understand the true value. And if you look right here, a lot of people tell people about, you need to do solo ads, you need to do solo ads. Well, the bottom line is for a lot of people, solo ads don't even make sense. The reason I say that is because most of these are internet marketing, they're biz op, and so you might be in a totally different niche, a radically different niche. And the good thing is this source that I'm going to give you is perfect for whatever niche you're in. So, but before I do, let me just share with you and give you some reality here and when it comes to solo ads. So solo ads are great, but here's the thing. If you look at here's the cost per click because that's what you're buying. You're paying per click. Well, the cool thing is the resource that I'm going to give you, you're paying per subscriber. So if you look right here in this line right here, the cost per clicks, they range, 65, 55 cents, 40 cents, 71 cents, 75 cents, 85, there's 50, all 36 cents a click. This isn't for a subscriber, this is for a click, 60 cents. The list goes up and down. There's 90 cents, there's 50 cents. So you can come in here, dollar, 80 cents. It's all over the place. But more importantly, if you were going to do this and if you're going to do solo ads based upon subscribers, look at this. This is the cost per subscribers based upon, this location. And this was Solo Ad SX is what I'm using for the demonstration here. But for this right here, but look at your cost per subscriber: $1.71, $1.22, 95 cents. We're gonna get it a lot cheaper than that. $1.65. Literally, pretty much a third of what you would pay with solo ads. $1.59, $1.80. I bet you if you average this up, it's probably gonna anywhere between, I think $1.20 is what I kind of estimated the average. Look at this, $2.50 per opt-in. $1.59 per opt-in. So this is going to literally cut your opt-in costs in thirds. When it does it. Now, if you were going to do solo ads, and not telling you to, basically that has nothing to do with this video, but it has everything to do with it because of the savings you're going to have. If we wanted to go over to here, we would have to go to somebody like this. Go to their page, read through here, pray to God that these are, going to work. It's going to work for you. Scroll down, and all the way down. Most of them have testimonials, and then look right here. So if you wanted to buy 2,000 clicks, and now 2,000 clicks, 100% tier 1 countries, which would be U.S., UK, all these countries right here, you'd pay $1,200 for 2,000 clicks. That's 60 cents a click. If you come down here, 62 cents a click if you want 15, tier 1, 1,000, because that's all I go after is tier 1 anyway. So 65 cents, look at this, 70 cents, just a click. This isn't a subscriber. So let me just give you a general idea. That's per click. There's no guaranteed subscribers, only guaranteed clicks from tier 1 countries. So let me take you to the source. Let me take you to the place that I found after a lot of research, and it's a place that we want to go, and you're going to want to follow along and go here too. And the place is actually, if you go to opt-in-intelligence, opt-in-intelligence, that will take you to the actual domain that we need to go to. Now, I'm just going to tell you, this is pretty cool. A lot of people use this. Look at this. American Express, AT&T, Disney, IGH, J. Crew. You guys know all those names. Thousands of companies, like they say, use their business solutions. So, and this is it's a very reputable source. They don't need testimonials to let you realize that. All right, so now let me show you where to get your $25 credit. Now, before I do, I just want to tell you, just be careful where you click around because a lot of people get confused. When you go in here, you want to be careful because if you go like get started, it's going to fill in, it's going to look like this, and you don't want this. You don't want to contact them. We want to get the actual link to get the $25 credit. So let me show you where to go. If we go back to the main page, right, and it says right here, we want to learn more. Click learn more, and then click see how it works. Now this is going through where see how it works.
If you scroll down, you'll see right here it says start your free trial. When you click that, it'll take you to this page.
Now what you'll do is you'll need to set up your account. Basically, you're going to need to put your name in here, put your email address in here, put your username, whatever you want your username to be, and then put, if you want to put your business name and how did you hear about us, whatever you want to say, or you can just say other, and then just agree to the terms and then finalize. As soon as you do that, then it's going to set up your account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right now, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to want you to go in and set up your account. Get it ready. They'll email you your password and everything else. You have all that, and once you get inside your account, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So I would really recommend stopping right now, and I'll stop the video, and I'm going to pause it just for 1 second. And then what we'll do is we'll get back in here, and I'm going to walk you through setting up your accounts so you can start getting leads and generating leads. So I'm going to pause this, and we're going to get going. All right, so you now I'm assuming you went and did it, which you should have, and now you got your accounts ready. I started getting in here, and I want to show you some stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go over right here to get started. Is you want to click create an offer. All right, so since you don't have any pre-existing campaigns in there, what you want to do is create and use a new campaign. So what we're going to do is you can call it whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call this one test 1, and go to next. All right, and so basically now you have two different things in here. You're going to have a campaign name and an offer name, and they can tell you exactly what it is. This is only visible to you, not the customer, but the campaign name and the offer name. So you can call this whatever you want, free report, just so you know what's in there. I'm just kind of making this, you can put whatever you want, like really whatever you want inside there. Now, once you do this, when do you want to start generating your leads? The answer to that question I always put is as soon as my offer is approved. So what they're going to do is they're going to review your offer and approve you. And this is basically what we're going to go through. So we put our basic information in, which we just did right now. And then we're going to start targeting the audience and set up the budget. So the cool thing is you can start off with whatever budget you want, but I'm going to come over here, push next. Okay, so now this is where we want to pick our category. Every category, just so you know, is going to change your pricing a little bit. You're going to come down here, see it's getting me at 45 cents. You could play around with that, but you want to get in the category that does make the most sense to you. So you can find there's one category that'll get you 41 cents, but I'm going to tell you they're going to put you in the category that you belong based upon your offer. So choose the one that you want to. I'm just going to go to email retail and think from here. You can target any country you want. Remember I was showing you the top tier countries. I will tell you quite honestly, the best leads that I get are from the United States. I focus more on the United States. You can focus on other countries if you want to. The United States is already added, so you don't need to worry about that. You can target your offer based upon people in a specific zip code and provinces and states if you want to. You can even focus on males only. They only target on males, or they only target on females. That does not change your pricing. I will tell you, the more clear you get, the pricing will change. So if I put, I typically focus on 34, 35 actually, 35. I see it already knew me, and then to 55. That's typically where I go because that's where I know my buyers are based upon a lot of the things that I've done. If I will tell you, the more clear you get in the age range that you want, the better. It's really kind of wise to do that. Just like they said, you can read about this. Certain cases are unknown, which they say it doesn't change your pricing, which is kind of cool. Now, where pricing really does change when you do the data points, I will tell you this is just enough. Email, country, time stamp. Basically, that tells you exactly when they signed up. The IP address, you'll need that for your autoresponder. From there. Now, the other thing is, I will tell you, everybody thinks they need first name. And if you want first name, watch, the price goes up to 51 cents. You don't need that. But, you can, you can if you want, but it does change the pricing, just so that you're aware. Now, that being said, through when it comes to email marketing, when I'm setting up opt-in pages, I will tell you I've done a lot of testing, and I discovered that whether if I ask for the first name, I'm going to get less conversions. Now, I'm not saying the same thing true here, but if I ask, more I ask for, the less I get. However, it does sometimes give me a higher quality person. So you can ask for these data points. This alone is perfect to get started. I'm going to tell you. So what's your cost per lead? What are you willing to pay per lead? Is exactly what that is. The amount you're willing to pay. I said the same thing I just said. So you could say, okay, well, you have to go at least to where it says there for the minimum price. Your daily budget cap. Let's say you want to spend $20 a day. They're going to tell you $20 a day equals 44 leads. If you want to set up a monthly cap, you can do that. But that's exactly what you want to set for this campaign. You can always come back and change this once you're in there and change it from there. Next, what you're going to do is once you decide on that, this is what you're basically running these ads right here. You can preview the ad. It's going to, when I come over here, this is where you put 100 characters. You can say, get, my free report, no more than 100 characters. This is 250 characters, and this is where you want to be clear and honest, about what you got. So it's, my, free report reveals how to make, your own baskets at home. I just made that up. But you get the point here. Now this is where you have an image. Now you can get images if you don't have an image, for your product or your service. You can go get images. I like to use something to sometimes get my images. You want to make sure you're not stealing somebody's image. But if I'm going to take a screenshot of my something on my opt-in page or whatever it is, typically what I use is a thing called Jing, which actually is it allows me to go and capture an image, and then I can just literally come in here and screenshot something and take a image of it. Let's just call it this. And then I can go and I want to get a little bit larger, so you want to take a larger image than what you really want in that area, and I'll show you why here in a second. So I'm going to they're just going to file save as whatever it tells me. I'm just going to, as long as I know where it's going. So the reason I kind of did that is because I could take a screenshot of it. I want to shrink it and do stuff. I use a thing called Infran View. To give you an example, it's this I call it Infran View, but it doesn't even have an N in it. It's IRFANVIEW. And so I can actually go find that image, open the image if I want to, go find the image that I just took, which was this, open, and then I can actually do some resizing if I needed to. So if I wanted to change this to 200, or let's just call it 200, I could if I want to. So I can do something like that if I really, really wanted to. I'm not, but I just wanted to give you an example. If you need to edit anything, or you need to shrink things down, that's what I use is Infran View. So just to be aware, I use these two, or whatever that word is, but it's free. It's free, and then I also use this to take screenshots to get some, to get my stuff going from here. I'm just going to upload something just for the heck of it. And I'm going to grab this and show you. Well, first of all, it can't be over that size. I'm going to grab something else on my computer, but we're going to go in and let's just grab that real quick and let's see what it does. Okay, so there's a JVZoo thing. Now this is what they want you to do, is basically take you can resize your image. Now this is why I told you to make it, see how they said make sure it's, uploading a larger size image and then resizing it with the resizing tool. That's what I kind of did. So you can take the image, you can put it in there. I don't have permission to use this one, so I'm not going to use this. But just to give you a general idea, this is exactly what you want to do is put a good image in here, because that's going to help you from here. you type in your headline, you type in your description, and then you are good to go here. Now here's something that I will tell you that I always do. You can put a link to your privacy policy, but if not, you don't need to. You can just sit here, click here, it says I do not have a privacy policy, please use a generic form, and they will give you one, and you can click this and it shows you exactly what it is, their privacy policy. I use that because I know it's going to get approved and I don't want to deal with the approval process. So now I'm going to go to next. Alright, so now next, how do you want your leads sent to you? Do you want them a CSV file? So if you have an autoresponder program that you can upload them to, that's exactly what you'll get them. If not, you can have that leads sent to you in real time. If you do want them real time, you can have them sent to your email program. I will tell you that there's tons of them. So Active Campaign, I mean, you can look in here, Campaign Monitor, Constant Contact, there's Get Response, Infusionsoft, iContact. You just go in here, List Tracks, MailChimp, Mario Post. I mean, a lot of these are very familiar to you guys. But you go in here and you can find yours. I use Get Response. I'm going to go and push Get Response. Now, what you'll need to do is if you go in and you get your API key. Now, when you log into your Get Response account, when you log in there, if you can get your API key, it's really easy, and then you just create a campaign name, and that's where they're going to go. So you put your API key in, you put your campaign name, and then you're good to go. For this purpose, I'm going to tell you that I'm just going to go ahead and just put this just so I can move forward. But just basically, I can get them sent to me on a basis. It'll actually ask me here in a second how I want it to. So here is the account. So it's review. Basically, I'm reviewing it, looking at it. Send me by file. Send the file on every day. It transfers it to me. I'm just double checking everything, and then I'm good to go. And now I can just put send and save for approval, or save and finish later. I'm going to put save and finish later, but I mean, that is actually how simple it is. You can get very, very targeted, and you can get leads. And I'll tell you what, good luck, have some fun, go out there and do it. I will tell you one thing. Actually, I'm going to just take you over to show you a campaign that I created, just to give you a general idea. Let's just look at this one right here. Now I've raised mine up. You can get them delivered on here. Let's just show you. Let's just show you. Look at how I did this. See right here. Basically, free report. And then I had an arrow pointing to it. Free report must be 70 traffic seekers to get more leads and sales. Get instant access to the free traffic report PDF by opting in. So I was really clear here, but I wanted to really focus you in on an idea. From that, the leads start coming in instantly. Well, as soon as you're approved, the leads will start coming in, and I guarantee you, I can get up to 1,000 a day. I can get up 1,000 a day. You can get 500 a day. You can get 20 a day, 2 a day, however you want to do it. But I will tell you, this is a great place for you to get going and to make things happen. So you want to make sure just follow my instructions, set this up, and you're going to be good to go. All right. So anyway, good luck getting leads, because this will accelerate your process, and this will save you tons and tons of money getting leads. So get it going and make things happen. You're awesome. I'll talk to you later.